Hey guys, welcome to this video. My name is Chaithanya. In my previous video, I had described about Docker introduction over there. Now in this video, I wanted to describe about Docker installation. Let's dive into it. All Docker comes in two flavors, like Docker Community Edition, Docker Enterprise Edition. For our cases, I am going to use Docker Community Edition because it's a freeware and free open source, so I can say that. Whereas Enterprise Edition, it will comes like a trial period, like 15 days, like that. After 15 days, you need to pay uh, organization fees, like something like that. You need to pay for that. But most of the organizations will use Enterprise Docker only. But for our practices, I will be recommending to use Docker Community Edition. For installing Docker Community Edition on Windows, you need to click on this link. I will be putting this link in my description section. You can see on that link, it will have a step-by-step explanation over there. Make sure your Windows which you are using on it's like 64-bit or it's like a professional or enterprise version, or it should be education version like that. It should be more than above the version. I'm using Linux over here. Windows, I'd say a little bit complicated. I'm not going to use Windows over here because it has some complicated steps. You need some dependencies. You need to download some plugins or packages like that. In Linux, there is no dependencies like that, but I will be showing you Linux also in a very less way. Like within less steps, you can be able to install the Docker. And I also using AWS over here. Like if you wanted to get the script what for installing Linux, go on this site and again I will be putting that link in my description section. Again, I also you will be using on Linux. You will be using these commands for installing Docker. I'll be demonstrating like this. For our demonstration, I will be using AWS over here. It's an easy to use because I had familiar with AWS. That's why I'm using AWS. If you are familiar with GCP or Azure, you can use that. But in this upcoming playlist, upcoming videos also, I can say you will be seeing on Ubuntu Mission only by using AWS. You can use anything, I can say that. So let me get back to the console. As you can see, the web console looks like this, AWS console. I had already deployed an EC2 mission. Let me get back into that. If you want EC2 instance like that, which I'm sure practicing over here for these videos, you can do on that. This is the EC2 dashboard. If you click on instances, by the way, I'm using Mumbai region. This is because this region is very far, very nearer to me. That's why I'm using this. You can use any other regions. I already deployed one mission over here, but for your understanding, again, I will launch some instance over here. Let me put this into running status because it's already installed. Let me show on from beginning step itself, like creating a new mission. But for upcoming videos, the mission which I shown previously, that mission only I will be going to use. But for your understanding purpose, I'm using the mission over here, like Ubuntu. Please make sure you have to select free tier only, not select any paid softwares, paid AMIs like that. Need to choose free tier eligible. No, don't use anything else. I'm selecting Ubuntu over here. For configuration instance type, you need to select a T2 micro. Those who are familiar with AWS, they might be knowing these steps. But for them, it's a boring step, I can say. But those who are not familiar with AWS, just follow the steps what I'm showing over here. Click on configure instance details. Just leave it the default and click on add storage. Just leave it the default here also. Just click on tags. I'm just showing very quickly because uh, I'm not going to show anything like this. I mean, there are plenty of videos for demonstrating what is this tab, what is that tab like that. What is AMI? Why do we need to instance tab, configure instances? what are the steps you have to take, and these steps are already there in blogs, and some of the YouTube channels are doing this stuff, but I'm not going to do this. You can click on configuration security group, select an existing. I will just stick on with the default thing. Just click on review and launch. Just click on launch. Just ignore this, the warning. It will tell you open the security group as all traffic like that. Just ignore this. You can click on launch. You can select the key pair. For your case, if you are new to AWS, you don't have the key pairs. But for my case, I had already created some key pairs. That's why I'm using this. I'm just using the key pair. Existing key pair only I will be using that. If you want, you can use without a key pair also, but I'm recommending to use key pair. You just click on launch instances. Click on view instances. You will be redirecting to the page. You can see the status instance state is pending. You have to wait until it becomes the running state, and also status checks, and go back to the security groups. This step I'm recommending you to do that. But in most of the organizations, they will have some port number for allowing to launch these instances. I mean, you are uh, using these instances. You need to click on edit inbound rules. Make sure to select on anywhere. For your practice purpose only, I'm recommending to do this. But if you are doing production workloads like that, you have to use some custom or my IPs like that. You have to select my custom IPs. You don't want all traffic, you can select SSH over here, but I'm doing all traffic. I don't want any disturbances like that. Just click on save rules. We'll be creating inbound rule. Okay, let me get back to the instance status. You can see the status instance state has been running. It has been modified. Let me wait uh, this also to be 2 by 2 check. Initializing. We need to have to maintain some patience level for instance for getting this instance running. And I'm using putty over here for launching my instances. Whatever the key pair you're having it, you can just click on putty gen. You need to download that and import the key pair like this, and import the pem file like that. Open. You just click on save private key. If you click on save private key, you can click on yes. You don't need anything else. You can just put anything of your name. So just click on save. I already done that. I'm not going to do this. Let me close putty gen. Let me open putty over here. Let me choose instance name as Ubuntu. Okay. Let me choose the key pair. Click on SSH, expand it, and click on auth. Click on browse section. You just select a Docker PPK file. I use a Docker series, but I'm using Docker PPK. I just converted the name called as Docker. That's why I am using this. So let me change some color and font. Font size I will be using 16, like a bold font. Okay. Choose on colors. Default foreground I was modifying that into yellow. It looks somehow better. If you go on to that session, you just have to use the rate off, and also back to the console. Just refresh it. You will see the status check. Yeah, it's been running status. If you click on this instance ID over here, it will be redirecting to the instance like this. If you click on connect over here, if you are using git bash, if you click on SSH client, you can do that. If you are using command prompt also, you can do that. But I'm not going to do this. I will be using like this. You can see in Booty, I had mentioned about the username like this. You need to copy your public IP, or otherwise you can copy your instance DNS name. Like, let me get back into this. Okay. and copy public DNS. You can choose any of this. You can choose this one or this one. Anything is okay, perfect for that. Let me do this public DNS with that. Let me click on open and click on yes. There it is. You have launched your EC2 instances. You can see that's how it will works. Let me clear the screen. Let me choose the user as root user for installing Docker. I'm recommending you to do that. Just if you wanted to update a apt and get updates like that, something like this, get update, just update the machine. But it's not recommended. You can do that. Uh, Let me get back to the script. This was the script link. I will be putting this link in my description section, guys. Let me use that. Uh, Depending on the internet speed, make sure when my internet is very good, but today it's working slow. It's not an issue for me, but some updation it will take time. Please remember this point. So let me copy this command, copy it, get back to the body. You can see updation is done. Let me paste that command. You can see ls, that file has been executed. That means that file has been downloaded. Let me run sh get-docker.sh. I type enter button. I press enter button, it will be downloading for you. It will be executing for you. Sh file, the bash file it is, I can say. It will take some couple of seconds only, not greater than that. If you are using low on internet, it will take some couple of minutes. Let me maximize the screen. Will install background. You can see it's been done over here. You can see Docker Community Edition, Client Edition, Client and Server Edition. If you are getting this like output like this, then your system has been installed. How to I know like that? If you type Docker over here, we'll be getting the commands list like this. Whenever I'm typing this Docker command like that, you will be getting like this. If you wanted to see which version you have downloaded, you will type Docker hyphen version. You can see Docker 19. It's a major version, micro, minor, or something like that. You need to remember this numbers like that. So let me go back to the slides. Docker has been installed, guys. We had seen Docker installation on Linux Ubuntu instance by using AWS like this. That's all for this video, guys. I hope you liked the way installation. If you wanted to see about AWS instances, how to create that, if you want those things also, I can able to teach that. If you want those things, put it in comment section over here. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you. I hope you like it the way the installation we had seen. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you.